Jesus said, "Man cannot live on bread alone, but from every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." You're listening to Daily Truth.
John presents another test to examine ourselves to see whether or not we are in the faith, which is, do I have real, tangible, practical love for my brothers and sisters in Christ? Particularly in terms of the proximity argument, those brothers and sisters in Christ who are right in front of my face. And people claim to love God, and they even claim to love mankind in a universal and ethereal, theoretical sense. But often I've found that the person who claims to love God and says that God is love, and I love God, and I love mankind and humanity as a whole, also happens to be a woman with blue hair on her 7th marriage. She doesn't know what love is. She does not love God, she hates Him. And she does not love mankind, she hates people. And the reason that we know this is because she loves all the people in theory that she's never met. But coincidentally, all the people that she has met, she hates. And what 1 John essentially tells us is that the proof is in the pudding. If you fancy yourself to be a loving person, loving towards God and loving towards your fellow man, but you don't have long-standing, healthy relationships in your life that are tangible, physical, practical, with people in the flesh, people that are physically in your life. If you don't have any long-standing relationships like that, then it is far more likely that you are not a loving person than the alternative, which would be, I'm a very loving person, but it just so happens that every person I've met in person happens to be incapable of love. Right? Those are the two alternatives. One is, I'm a really, really loving person, but everyone that I've met is unloving. Or, I don't know how to love. I'm the problem. And what John essentially says is that is far more likely to be the truth. If you hate your brother, you can say that your brother is impossible to love because he's a terrible, terrible person. But it's more likely to say that if you hate your brother, you are the person who is not loving. And therefore, not only are you refusing to love your brother who you have seen, but that is evidence that you also do not have love for God who is unseen.